Let's go, let's go, let's go. Check for the 60, orange. I got you, boy. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready, ready. 60, Pittsburgh. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Ready? Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
2nd and 14. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Everyone, you got 4 down. I got 11. He's mine.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete. Smith has it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
44, Mike, it's the 6. Pull it, high. Watch the run. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. Wild Bill.
On 3rd down, King. Throw left side complete. That's Terry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Here we go. 15 on it. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Time to end it. 44 is the Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch out. Jim. Stay go.
King to throw on 2nd down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's King. Off play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. King. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd version. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the...
And he's in! Touchdown, Jets! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Go. Show it.
Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go. Come on. Set. Not a wolf. Set. You better bring it. Undercrush. Undercrush.
To throw is King. Throwing on 3rd and long. Looking left side, and it's complete. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
44, Mike, 44. Hey. 44 is the mic. Check. I got wide. Yo, I got him, man. Hustle. Come on. Jack, grab it.
King now on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Back to throw. King. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day. 44 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. King. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 44, mighty base. Here we go. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense. 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. King
to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's King, operating from the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
44, Mike, 44.
Now King looking to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Hey, here we go. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd and 4. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 51 Alpha. 51.
They'll set up a throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
No problem there on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Bandit. 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let's go. Mike, 57. Let's go. Here I come. 51.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Delta. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. So don't say nothing. Rock it. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
So you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Check 53's right. We own it. Ready, go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
53, Mike, 53. We don't want this. Go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol.
Watch the pass.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
To number 82. A gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discuss.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch one. Hey, alert 3. Ready, go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll keep it on the ground. Easily. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. From left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39, the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The extra point up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Exit. 51, Mike 51. Check. 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Here we go.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's the backup Smith. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Easily. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. Shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
On a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. He's coming. He's coming.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it go.
On second down, Easley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Exit, exit.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Check 24. Check 24.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?